Here we are, we're going to be playing a game of Regicide. Regicide is a Warhammer 40k game. It's based on chess. It does have a chess component to it. You can just play basic chess with it. But it has a game on it called Regicide. And with Regicide you get some additional aspects to it. You have the basic chess concept, but you also get what's called an initiative phase, where you can use various abilities to shoot or otherwise harm your opponent or protect your own pieces. So we're going to have a look at that. We have various modes with Regicide. We have a multiplayer mode which allows you to play against other opponents on the internet. That's the best challenge in this game. We have a skirmish mode which lets you play against the AI. There is no campaign mode at the moment because this is early access and it's yet to be developed, and training is something you'll want to go through when you first pick up the game, but for the moment we're going to go with skirmish. So let's get that going. Create a new game. Now here you have various options. Not all of them are available yet. You have your army and your opponent, so you can choose your hero, choose your enemy. There are two armies in the game at the moment, Space Marines and Orcs. There are various skins available. You can play as the Blood Angels or the White Scars on the Space Marine side, or the Goths or the Bad Moons on the Orc side, if you have either early access or you've received some other rewards that allow you access to those skins. For the moment I'm going to play against the Space Marines because I want to have the board even for what we're going to do, and I'm going to play against the White Scars. So I'm going to be the Blood Angels and they're going to be the White Scars. I'm going to play on novice level. There are novice, intermediate, expert, master and veteran master levels, but we're going to play on novice level simply because that's what everybody's going to play on the first time round, or most people will. If you look down here, it tells you what your pieces are. So they relate to chess pieces. So your pawn is your tactical marine, your knight is your assault marine, your bishop is a devastator, your rook is a terminator, your queen is a librarian, and your king is your captain. So let's start a new game. So here we have a standard chessboard with all your pieces arrayed on it. At the moment you can see that they have health bars above the pieces. I personally don't like that. You can change them. You can change them either by clicking the fist icon up the top here, and this will put you into various different bits. So this is outlining some familiar chess symbols, or you can use those chess symbols, or you can use no chess symbols at all. You can also change them by pressing F2. So I'm going to start off with a basic chess move. Chess strategies don't really work in Regicide because, as you'll see with the shooting phase and such, strategies fall apart very quickly. However, a typical opening chess move, and one that I find works in Regicide, is d2 to d4. So I'm going to move
We are pushing them back!
This tactical marine up here.
Forward to victory!
So you make a move, you then enter into the initiative phase. If you look down here, you'll see 3 skulls. That's the amount of initiative points that you have. Later on, it's been said that they'll go up to 5 points for certain things. I don't know if that'll be standard or whether you have to hold some of your points back to build that up, but at the moment we have 3. Down here in the corner you have an eagle symbol, the Aquila. If you click on that, it will bring up some different abilities. So you've got Assail, which is a psychic attack which stops your opponent from being able to perform moves. Only in Death, which allows you to increase your amount of wounds that you have, or replenish wounds that you've lost. Armour of Contempt, which gives you a shield that prevents any damage as long as it remains in place. and unyielding, which is an area effect ability that can increase the armor of everybody it affects. But I don't want to use one of those just yet. If you click on to your piece, you get some information up down here in the corner. You have your health, which is 8 out of 8, armor, which is 5 out of 5, your toughness, which is 4 out of 4, your melee ability, which is 4 out of 4, and your shooting ability, which is 4 out of 4. Over here you have different abilities as well. If they're lit up, you can use them. If they're greyed out like that, you can't. Here you have a snapshot. It uses up, if you look at the skull there, it uses up 1 initiative point, and you can shoot against enemies within 3 squares. If you look at frag grenade, it uses up 2 initiative points. It's an area effect weapon and can damage multiple opponents. I like to use this as my opening move, so put him over here. All the squares that could be affected are highlighted in red, and if you go over, you'll see 55%. That's the chance of hitting your opponent. So let's throw in a frag grenade.
Frag grenade deployed!
Well, 50-50. 3 hits, 3 missed. It's not too bad. Next I'm going to use Armour of Contempt, but first I want to just bring up the AI, the artificial intelligence that controls your opponent in skirmish mode. On novice mode, on intermediate mode, the moves are fairly predictable, and they're reasonably predictable at higher levels as well, but you can get a spanner in your works. I suspect that when he makes his move, his first move, he's going to move A7 to A5. He's probably going to prove me wrong now, but let's just see if he does. So first of all, I'm going to end my turn just by casting Armour of Contempt onto my tactical.
Ha! The enemy has few places left to run! Firing on target! Open fire! Firing on target!
Okay, so there you go. As predicted, A7 to A5. I predict his next move will be B7 to B5. He is not very smart in his opening moves. However, you know, he may prove me wrong, but I'm going to move my Assault Marine, my Knight, out from B1 to C3.
Ready to strike! Flee before us!
Now this is a move that I do in chess. It helps protect this area in front of my King and Queen. But knowing the AI as I do, it's going to allow me to attack his pawn if he moves it to there on the next go. But first of all, I've got some shooting to do, so...
Open fire! Executing.
Now, I've been unlucky so far. That's 2 misses. The reason I'm attacking him at the moment is, hopefully I'll get to show you on the next move, but your Assault Marines have a special move that they can perform only after they've made a chess move. But it's a powerful attack, it's very useful, and if I can damage this Space Marine on the last shot, it could prove to be very, very beneficial for me in the next round.
Weapon ready! To victory! Open fire! Weapon ready! Open fire!
Okay, so, yep, as predicted. One of the things that the AI does as well, not very well, is he spreads his fire around. Now, you may have noticed on the first round of shooting that he scored a critical hit on this tactical marine here.
We shall prevail!
This brings his wounds down from 8 to 4. Now, he didn't fire at this marine on the second go, whereas he had 2 marines in place to do that. He could have killed him and removed one of the pieces from the board. Instead, he chose to fire at other pieces and didn't really do much damage. I think he did 2 to him.
Victory is within our grasp!
And
This shall be over soon!
missed this guy. So instead, I'm going to take him.
The Codex predicts our victory! Ready to strike! For the our blades fight deep!
And now I can show you the knight's special move, which is moving attack. It can only happen after remove and only happen if you've got a person next to you. But it's normally, if it hits, it's normally a fairly powerful attack.
Strike hard!
And there you can see it's done -4 damage. So this guy should be down to half health, which he is. Which gives me a chance to kill him now.
Weapon ready!
Okay, that was a miss, so I'm not going to kill him this go unless I get a critical. If I do get a critical, I suspect his next move will be to bring his Terminator all the way down to take this Marine. But I don't think it's going to happen next go, because I don't think I'm going to kill this Marine here.
Firing on target! Ha! The enemy has few places left to run! Fall before me! Open fire! Weapon ready! Apothecary!
And there you go. After saying that he doesn't target the right opponents, he goes and kills my tactical marine by focusing his fire. That's a good thing about this game. It is unpredictable at times. Random number generation can really throw things about. Now I've got a decision to make. I have my pawn is under attack from him here. If I don't move him, he will be taken on the next turn. If I do take him, I'm going to leave my queen exposed. However, I can deal with that, so I am going to
We shall prevail!
take his piece.
They fall before the defenses crumble, brother captain!
I now have a chance to take out this pawn here.
Open fire! Apothecary!
And again, I have the chance to now fire up onto another piece. And I'll attack his bishop.
Firing on target!
I've got one more initiative point left. What I think I'm going to do is make use of... I can't use Armour of Contempt yet, so I'm not going to make use of that. Instead, I'm going to shoot another piece. And then, as soon as I do, it will be his move, and I suspect he's going to bring his Terminator all the way down here.
Weapon ready! For the Emperor! The enemy knows fear. Priority target. Open fire! Executing.
Okay, so predictable move. Unfortunately, the AI is a bit like this. Once he's gone past this move, it gets a little bit less predictable, but A7 to A5, D7 to D5, and if row A or column A becomes clear, he'll bring his Terminator down. And that's pretty much a given for the first two levels and even the levels above that.
Make them no regret. The enemy knows fear.
So because of the AI and the way that it behaves, and this AI does need some work, first few opening moves he's lost, well, he's now lost 3 pawns and a Terminator, his rook, for the loss of 2 pawns, and quite honestly he was lucky to get one of those pawns because he hit critical hits on it. Normally, in my experience, I would have only lost the 1 pawn at this stage. So at the moment I'm pretty much in the driving seat, but let's try and get some action going and get things spread out a little bit. So I've just completed that. Let's do some shooting at the bishop. And let's throw in a grenade. Grenades are always fun.
Grenade!
Not a great throw, but still, doesn't matter.
Open fire! Forward to victory! Weapon ready! I strike you down. Devastation!
Now again, this is another example of him not picking his targets very well. He should have focused fired. He shouldn't have moved all the way down here. He should have focused fired onto this pawn, because now I'm in a position to take his pawn again. To do that, I just
This shall be over soon.
From there to there. This is a little known chess move. I think it's called en passant, and it allows you to, if you have a pawn this far up the board and the opponent makes a move 2 pieces down, you can move behind him and take him.
The defenses crumble, brother captain. They fall before us.
Now this is going to create an interesting situation. This pawn should get taken next go. It'll probably be taken by him. I could then take his pawn. He could then take my knight. I could then take his queen. But then he would take my queen. So it's an interesting. This is where you have to be aware of chess and what all the supporting pieces are. Right. So shooting phase. I'll target the bishop.
Open fire! Firing on target.
Now a shield gives me no protection against chess moves, and wounds are irrelevant, so I'm not going to do anything to enhance this guy. What I will do is let's see what his wounds are. He's only got 3 wounds left, so I am going to increase his level of wounds.
They fall before us. Spearheading assault! Fall before me! Open fire! Executing.
Okay, now I said, I pointed out how this square was covered by the various pieces. But because this guy's just taken a critical hit, if I move him somewhere else, the chances are, well, I could save him by moving him all the way back here, I guess. But he could move pieces to bring him into range and kill him. So I'm actually going to sacrifice this piece.
The Codex predicts our victory. Our blades bite. The Primarch will be proud of us this day.
And that puts his king into check, which highlights the square as red. He's going to die. So let's see what damage he can do first. And let's see if we can take out his bishop.
Weapon ready.
No, I can't. That was a missed shot. What I can do, I can't do anything to save him because he can be taken by either the bishop or the queen. I suspect the queen will do it. He likes to get his queen out and about. So what shall I do instead? Well, I'll show you a tactical marine ability. They have ability to generate their own shield. So I'm going to put that on there because I think I'm going to bring my tactical marine into play soon.
Your attack shall fail.
And we'll increase, I expect he'll move down this side soon, so I'm going to make this guy go to ground. It just makes him a little tougher.
Moving to cover. Feel the fury. Destroy them. Taking cover. Moving to cover. Seeking better ground.
Okay, so he did something I didn't expect. Normally I thought he would bring out his queen. What he has done is he's put me in a position where on his next move he could very easily take this pawn, and he'll do that. He'll do crazy things and sacrifice his pieces just for taking things. But then if I don't take him, he will then be able to take my queen straight away. He won't care that his queen is under threat. He'll quite happily take that piece and then either take my queen or take my my assault marine there, my knight, if I move my queen out of harm's way. So what am I going to do? That's an interesting one to go against. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just
We are pushing them back.
and bring him up.
Ha! The enemy has few places left to run.
Yeah. So just bring him up one square. That protects that piece there, and now he's got to think of something else to do.
Taking cover. Seeking better ground. Moving to cover. Feel the fury. Destroy them. Devastation. Retribution awaits you!
Well, there was me saying he wouldn't take the piece because it was protected, but like I said, it's very predictable. He has put my queen in a position where it's dangerous. Now, normally I would, well, in fact I will do. I'll make it easy. I will...
None shall survive!
Bring my bishop up, just place him in front. I'm likely to lose another pawn on the next go, but it's better.
A few more shots are all that is needed.
It's better than losing a queen. That's assuming, of course, that I can't kill this guy first. So let's have a go.
Suppressing fire! Firing on target.
Nope, I can't get any more shots at him. All of them missed. So, well, let's put him into... Let's give him a nice protective bubble, actually.
We shall trample your banner into the dust. Be gone from this place. Weapon ready.
Okay, so he's decided to exchange his queen for a bishop, and now he's going to lose his queen. Very strange, the decisions that this AI makes.
I hold the key. Be gone from this place.
And now I've got another chance to get rid of the bishop.
You will fall! Charge! Weapon ready. They're retreating. Destroy them! Open fire!
There is no place for you in this galaxy.
Okay, let's bring the captain out and see what he can do.
We shall stop. The Emperor is with us, and we are invincible!
Okay, so that brings my captain into play. Not exactly what I wanted, but never mind. Let's see if the captain's special ability is ready. It is. Captain has quite a powerful Thunderfire Bombard. It's an area effect attack. It uses up all 3 of your initiative points, but at this stage of the game I think I'm fairly comfortable and can use this.
Destroy them all!
And
Forward to victory! Weapon ready!
okay, so I scored critical hits on most of these guys, which was pretty good. So he's down to 4, 6, 4, 6, and 4. So that was a good attack. Right, my librarian, or anyone's librarian, has a
Nothing shall stop us now.
has a special ability as well. First off, I'm going to put their king in check, make him start to move. And then I'm going to attack this piece with a skill called Life Leech, which will take 2 health from him and give 2 health to my librarian. Now you'll notice down there that my librarian has 10 wounds out of 10. By using healing abilities, the game allows you to increase the amount of base hit points you get. This is a little bit controversial at the moment because with the orcs particularly, they have very large healing abilities and they start off with a lot of hit points straight away, and by using their healing abilities they can increase their hit points to 20, 24, which makes them very, very tough to kill. So there is some talk about trying to remove this from the game because people see it as a little bit unfair. But I'll show you how it works. So, Life Leech.
Your life force empowers me.
So, 2 from the Tactical Marine, 2 to the librarian, and as you can see, the health has gone from 10 to 12. So, as I say, yeah, people don't like it. Well, Orc players love it. So here we go, snapshots, see if we can get this piece off the board.
The Emperor guides me.
Apothecary! Our victory is assured! Seeking better ground! Moving to cover! Seeking better ground!
Okay, right, so let's bring this Terminator up.
None shall survive. Each of us wields the might of an army. Face judgment!
Now, if we look at my captain, he has taken a couple of wounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heal him. So that should have taken him up, because it was +3, it should take him up to 13. There we go. So it's increased again his basic level, which was only 12. I'm also going to put a shield on him, just because a couple of critical hits, and he can get a critical hit from a high value piece. Can score you 12 hit points in one go. So I have seen my captain killed from a single shot before. So let's just protect him as he is now out in the open and exposed.
You shall fall!
Okay, so my piece is in check. That's okay, so let's just move on
Brothers, we have them now! Where I go, victory follows.
which leaves my bishop open. Now, well, will he take it? Will he not take it? Tough call, that one. I wouldn't be surprised if he does take it. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to use a sail. And I'm going to use it on these two guys. Yeah. So they can't attack my piece. And now he's going to give them a little bit of a chop.
Begone! For the Emperor! Face judgment!
Okay, so yep, he's gone down. He sacrificed this piece effectively, but as I said, had I not put that shield on there, it would not have surprised me in the least. Well, actually, he's got 13 wounds, so it wouldn't have worked. But had he got 12 wounds or even 10, had I not healed him, I could have very easily have seen that assault there causing a critical hit and killing him outright. But as it is, he was protected, he had plenty of wounds, and now he's...
There is no place for you in this galaxy.
And now he's going to stab the Terminator in the chest.
We shall stop them. The Emperor is with us, and we are invincible!
Some of the animations in the game don't have sound. It's a bug that they're working on. They should all have sound. You'll also see that when they do sort of close range attacks, most of them shoot. That will be changed as well, so that they have a bit more hand-to-hand combat going on at close range. So he's lost his Terminator. It's my shooting phase. Let's attack this guy again.
Begone!
miss. And I think that's going to call it quits on that one.
Ha! The enemy has few places left to run! Firing on target!
So let's start to bring this to a close.
Faith is my shield. I fear nothing, for I am fear incarnate. Be gone from this place.
Well, that's the first time I've not seen an animation work. Okay, so let's use Life Leech on this guy here.
Your life essence is now mine.
So it was 10, then 12, then 14. So you can build up, using Life Leech, a pretty powerful opponent. You can see there why it's not a particularly popular thing. As I said, the Space Marines healing goes up by +2, an Orcs healing, and they start off with a larger pool of hit points anyway, but an Orcs healing goes up by +4, so very quickly they can get a very, very tough amount of hit points to take down.
You shall fall. The wisdom of the Codex is clear. Take that! Charge! Termination imminent. For glory! The enemy knows fear. Begone! Oh!
Okay, I wasn't quite expecting that, but that's put him in check, and that's an example of how quickly things can change. The king was protected by 2 models there, took him with a chess move, took him out with an initiative move, and the king has lost 2 important pieces and is now in check. Yeah, it makes it it makes Regicide that much more interesting.
Taking cover. Push them back, brothers!
Take that!
Right, so where should we go next? Let's...
Nothing shall stop us now.
Just move him straight across to there.
This battle shall be ours. I strike you down.
And only in death I can increase his wounds again. Well, he'd lost 2 wounds, so he's back up to 14 again. Make him go to ground.
Moving to cover. Where I go, victory follows. Retribution.
Okay, you can see what I mean by them getting critical hits quite often. bring this.
Make them no regret, brothers. Always outnumbered, but never outfought. Terminating! Burn! Taking cover.
Push them back, brothers! The Emperor guides me.
Faith is my shield. Fury is my sword. My knowledge and powers guide us to victory. As you weaken, I grow stronger. Priority target.
Where I go, victory follows. Fear me!
There's that critical hit again.
None shall survive.
So very possibly I could lose this piece in the next turn because of all the critical hits that he's managed to land. What should we do instead?
Each of us wields the might of an army. Terminators hold the line.
That should protect him for at least one turn. And oh, I can use a sail, or oh, that was a mistake. You got to
Push
make
them
sure
back, brothers!
clear your abilities first.
Retribution!
And oh, look at that big critical hit there. Very big critical hit. But it shouldn't make any difference, as I should be able to put
Nothing shall stop us now.
him into checkmate. So let's get this over and done with.
I hold the key to our victory.
And that should be that. He shouldn't be able to go anywhere. And there we have it, victory. As I said, some of the animations, particularly the checkmate animations, don't come with sound at the moment. But that's a basic game of Regicide on novice mode. The AI is very simple. It's very easy to beat. Once you start to play against real opponents, it gets a lot tougher. But it's a fun game. There's lots of different features to it. It makes a different, or an addition to basic chess. So if you haven't already picked up the game, come and get it and give it a go. Thanks for watching. This was my first